Are you anxious about love? In case we haven't met yet, I'm jessxgoh. I'm the sole founder of Life and Confidence. And I'm going to go through the 5 different types of childhood traumas where they need certain ways to feel loved. So when we're not receiving love, we start to get anxious, we become attached or needy, and we start to get very concerned. So it's really important for me to share with you how this plays up with your trauma, so you can understand yourself more and the other person as well. If you would like to learn more about the 5 different types of childhood traumas and how you can overcome the impacts of childhood abuse in just 3 months, you can click on the link below for my free webinar. It will bring you to a different page where you can learn more and register your spot. So, the first childhood trauma where that feels anxious about love is the deep intuitive. So when you don't feel you're safe with love, you're not feeling love, it's because you need to be seen. You need to be held and witnessed for your own existence. And that makes you feel safe in love. That's how you would like to receive love, is where the other person is seeing you without judgment or criticism, but they just see you as another soul. And they see you with love. And when you experience that, you can feel that you are loved and that you do not need anything else from that person, but to simply be seen and held by them from a place of love and compassion and acceptance. Because you didn't feel safe, witnessed and seen by your mother. So you need to experience a completely different dynamic with someone else where it is safe to be seen. Childhood trauma number 2, the socialite, the leading actor or actress. So for you to feel safe in love and for you to feel loved is that that person is there with you physically. That you have that reassurance that that person will not leave you. That they love you, that they're here with you for the long haul. And you need to trust that. Trust the certainty in that. And that's how you can feel safe. You also need to learn to mother yourself instead of relying on someone else to mother you. Otherwise, you will create a codependent relationship. So how can you mother yourself? How can you love yourself? So then you can receive love from others from a healthy and contained way, rather than expecting and demanding and needing love from them. Because when you are able to fill your cup up and love yourself, then it becomes easier for you to receive someone else's love with a lot more ease and grace, knowing that this love that they've given you is actually enough. Then we have childhood trauma number 3, the humanitarian. So how can you feel safe when it comes to love? You need to feel that you're not being suffocated and smothered with love. It has to be the right balance of giving and receiving. So if you're giving too much love and you're not receiving enough back because you're not allowing it to happen, or the other person is just not appreciating you because you're giving too much, this is where there's an imbalance. And so this causes resentment and you become passive aggressive and you want to disconnect from that person. So you need to find that fine balance of when to give and when to receive love. But more importantly, you need to learn how to receive. You're a great giver, but you're not great at at receiving. So how can you allow yourself to receive love from another? How can you feel safe and feel good about receiving rather than feeling guilty about receiving? That is the trick for you. And this comes back to self-worth. Am I worthy to receive love from this person? Am I worthy of receiving his or hers time and attention? Am I worth it? So you need to ask yourself, are you worth it? Are you worth being loved and being lovable? And then you have childhood trauma number 4, the status quo. So for you to feel safe with love, perhaps with you need to take it easy. Take it one step at a time without rushing it, so you can slowly feel safe to open up your heart to another person, knowing that it is safe to open up your heart to that person, that you've built enough rapport and connection to keep your heart open to them and not be in this fear of rejection. So how can you find maturity in love? How can you mature with love within yourself? Because as you mature in love, you can mature yourself in a relationship with your lover. So take it easy, take it step by step, and as you build that rapport with the person, then you can feel safe in opening up your heart. And even if you do get rejected, there is also a gift in the rejection. What can you learn from that rejection? What can you learn about yourself when it comes to love? How can you grow from the rejection? Because I truly believe the rejection is telling us what is not in alignment within ourselves and with that person. It's not a match. It's not a vibrational match. When you keep your heart closed, you're going to attract people with a closed heart. But if you're keeping your heart open, you're going to open yourself up to incredible opportunities in love. And then you have childhood trauma number 5, and that is the leader. So the way you feel anxious about love is that you don't feel safe to surrender to love. Because the word surrender is very triggering for so many. Because to surrender is to let go, to flow. And that requires you to let go of control. So how can you surrender to love? And it doesn't mean you have to surrender yourself to another person. That will come in divine timing, especially when it comes to lovemaking. You know, we surrender ourselves to the other person to engage with them on a very deep and intimate level. But you need to first and foremost surrender to love. How can love show you the way to love yourself? How can love show you what you need to heal within yourself? To drop your guard, to let go of the hidden agendas and the thinking mind. How can you feel safe to drop into your heart space, knowing that love is here to support you? So it doesn't result in betrayal or humiliation. And guess what? The only person who can betray and humiliate you is yourself. When you allow yourself to be betrayed and humiliated, then others can do the same for you. So there's a lot of forgiveness that is required within yourself to let go of the humiliation and embarrassment and the shame that you've experienced in the past in order for you to trust yourself again. So I really hope this information serves you at your highest, my love. And if you got something out of this, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share it with your loved ones who need to hear this message. And place a comment below if you got something out of this. I would love to know. And if you are ready to take the next step in discovering unconditional love for yourself by dissolving and melting away and letting go of trauma as your identity, come and join me for my live ceremonial experiences via Zoom or face-to-face, and also come along to one of my trauma recovery workshops on healing childhood trauma or ancestral trauma alchemy. And there you shall find is a deep sense of yourself like you never have before. And if you're afraid of being in a group dynamic and you would like to receive healing in your own privacy, you might be interested in downloading my trauma clearing light language audios. There's a few that you can choose from, so make sure you click on the link below and it will bring you to a different page where you can learn more about these light language transmission audios, my ceremonies via Zoom or face-to-face, and my workshops. So there you have it, my love. And may love serve you at your highest.